Order sushi or something else for the games tonight? Well, if you're in Berlin, I'd suggest Ma. That's what I'll have later. It's Korean, so good. As soon as I'm done streaming, I'll order some. But if you're not in Berlin, then I mean, I already had sushi myself, so I'm not really feeling sushi right now. But otherwise, sushi is always a good idea. Swedish dish that you really enjoy. When I was younger, I really enjoyed. I don't know what the English saying is for this. In Swedish, it's called potatismos och fiskpinnar. So if there's anyone that's Swedish here, maybe they can translate for you. I really enjoyed this one when I was smaller. I think we had an easier comp to execute in the second game than in the first. But I would say they also played better in the first. Like in the second game, they made some really weird mistakes, I feel like. But in the first game, it was hard for us to end because we didn't really have teamfight tools. We were playing more like a split push comp. Meanwhile, in this game, once we were ahead, we could just like teamfight them. So it was easier to end. But I would say they played better in the first game than in the second game for sure. I think Rogue's comp yesterday was quite hard to execute. Like playing range support is really hard to execute, I think. You have to play low-key perfect because as soon as you start making mistakes, flashes being burned, then you can't pressure anymore, and then melee supports are just better, I think. I think their first comp was easier to play than the second. Like both Caitlyn and Morgana offer nothing if you're behind. Do you think you still need to do things to fit into G2? If so, what? I think as long as we're winning, there will never be any issues. Sorry, I have a hard time speaking with the tooth thing. If we're winning, it will be fine. If we're losing, it will be easier to see what could be problematic. So in a way, I think we need an MSI or a Worlds together to really see how we'd function with one another. I think it's so easy when you're winning, like everything works. But I wouldn't say anything in specific that I have to do. I just think a Worlds experience together or an MSI experience together would help a lot in this. Like, if I look back at my career, I always felt like going to Worlds was what made you realize things. And I never got the chance to play in a lineup, go to Worlds together, and then continuously play with the same lineup. This has never happened to me. And I think that's one of the reasons why G2 have been so good, because they went to MSI together, they went to Worlds together, they got that experience and they didn't break up. They stayed the same. So they could use the time spent together to actually figure stuff out. So to me, I think I need this as well. Like I need to be in that extremely stressful situation where we will be losing games, and just like then you can see what works and what doesn't work. So hopefully I get to go to MSI and then still see the team together. Or hopefully I get to go to Worlds and then still see the team together. Maybe both. That'd be optimal, right? How do G2 shape up compared to how you hoped? As good or better? Better, I would say. They do so many things right, I think. Like as a team, as an org, the guys behind us, coach, manager, chef, analysts, like they're all smurfing so hard. It's crazy. Like the team I knew was gonna be good, right? Because that's what I see. But what I don't see is how the org operates, how the management operates, what they can and can't do, and this is a lot better than I thought. It's crazy actually how good they are. I feel really spoiled. But in a way, I also want to say that I deserve it. I know that sounds kind of stupid maybe, but I feel like I've been working so hard for this moment for so long. So in a way, I feel like I deserve it. But I understand if that sounds like kind of disgusting to say. But I feel like I've just been through so much shit. A lot of it was created by myself too, so it's not like I'm without blame here. It's just so many years that have been completely tragical, pushed me to my absolute limits, and then to be here now, it feels like it's kind of deserved in a way. And I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Yeah, I feel the Hakuna Matata mentality they have here, but it's not like they don't care, you know? I just feel like they do it smarter in a way. When you don't need to be fully try hard, they're not. And when you need to be, they have the energy to be because they are not all the time. So I feel like they're just working smarter. Just as hard, but smarter. Because it's not like it's Hakuna Matata from first day to last. It's Hakuna Matata some days when it doesn't have to be anything else. And then when it has to, it's not Hakuna Matata anymore. Then it's like life or death. How like just as how it is in other teams, how it used to be for me in Fnatic. So to me, they just seem to work smarter, just as hard but smarter, yeah. And that's something I wish I learned earlier because I've always been kind of too try hard, I think. Still am a bit too try hard, but it's nice not having to feel like it's life or death every day. It feels like it gives me more energy to actually feel that way when it is life or death.